Well, back again so soon, huh? That's right, I'm making another video. If you guys have seen my Stalk 2 video, I mentioned in the beginning of it that I was going to be making an update video. Well, here is that update video. Today I'm going to be mentioning a couple updates about a couple things. The first thing we're going to go over is some gameplay, or like the gameplay and everything else. Like, what is my plans for content-wise and gameplay-wise for this channel? I'm going to be going over those little bitty points first, and then the second part will be probably some personal life stuff. Now, am I going to go in about my personal life and like my whole story? No, but I will be updating a few things that I did talk about when I first did my video about, you know, being done with streaming for a while and all the emotional things I was kind of going through. I will be kind of mentioning how I am doing on some of those things and how I'm getting better on some of those things, just for the people who maybe if they want to know, just to let them know that I am okay and I am getting better as a person. I am getting a lot better. So yeah, and I will be going over a couple of other changes too that we might be doing to this channel that just feel like is needed to be brought up. And so I feel like you guys definitely deserve to be updated on all this. But before we get started, I do want to mention something, an announcement, as you could say. Because of my terrible upload schedule and my terrible uploading to begin with and how long it takes me to upload, I am going to be playing Getting Over It again. Part 3, baby. That's right. The game I said I would never come back to. If I'm going to be honest, I don't want to play this game again, but I felt like it'd be kind of funny just to play this game again as a payback for how shit I'm doing with uploading my videos and stuff. And so as a joke in it for all the memes, I'm going to be uploading a Getting Over It Part 3. I know, so exciting. Can't wait to play that again. Want to fucking die. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with these updates. So the first part I'm going to be getting into here for these updates on these videos is we're going to get started with basically content, gameplay, all that shit. So the first point I want to mention with gameplay and everything else and content, first thing I want to mention is obviously streaming. Now, if you guys don't know, streaming was a big thing on my channel, I felt like, for a while, and streaming was kind of like the main thing I did for a minute. It was a huge thing I did a lot, I feel like, and I did it for a long time. And if I'm gonna be honest now, guys, I probably am never going to stream again. And I know that sounds crazy and I know that sounds really bad, but I think personally I just can't get into streaming as I did before. For one, I'm gonna mention some things. For one, I can't do streaming anymore personally, just because from the amount of times I did it, it would feel like I got really bored of it after a while, like streaming from how long I would. I felt like I got really bored of it for pretty quick, because it would be so much to the point where like I'd be trying to think of so many ideas for streams and games and ideas, and it was so hard to try to do that every day, because I would try to find stuff that not only I would enjoy but that people would enjoy because I'm enjoying it or whatever the hell it was. But personally, I can't find the enthusiasm or the energy to want to stream again. It's just something I'm not interested in anymore. I thought before it was going to be the way my, kind of content stuff, I thought that was going to be the thing I was going to go off of, but I soon realized after a while it just wasn't something I wanted to do. Plus, my schedule just really doesn't work with streaming. For one, I still work night shift, and two, it would just suck for me personally to have to try to stream every time, because my schedule, the best schedule I could do for you guys was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and sometimes Saturday. And basically the plan was on Monday and Wednesday I would stream for like 2 to 3 hours, then Friday I would stream for about however long I need to. And it was just like, for the most part at the start it was fun, but after a while it just kind of, the funness just kind of got out of me. And like I said, the schedule that it did, I just felt like wasn't enjoyable for people to watch, especially considering I could only give people 2 hours of stream, and also it would take me time to just even start stream. If you guys wanted to know something, I literally, like, for the schedule, my day was I would wake up, immediately get up, use the bathroom basically, because, you know, in the morning you gotta pee when you wake up. Go use the bathroom, immediately get on and stream. And I did that so much to the point that I didn't even forget to eat anything for the day. And then I would spend how many hours, which whenever I woke up, but I would spend how many hours streaming, and then, you know, I had to post everything, go live, then, you know, mention, put all the ads and all that shit. And it just kind of became unfun for me to want to do that every day, especially considering it would be so much different if it was like if streaming was like a full-on career for me and it was something that I was doing for like money, for instance, which I'm not gonna lie, if I did have the choice to stream and make money, I probably would do it, but I'm not gonna make that sound like that's the main point of why I quit streaming. The reason I don't want to stream anymore, and the reason I think I'm gonna quit streaming permanently, is because like I said, I just don't find the fun in it, and I don't find the enthusiasm in it anymore. Like, I just, I can't do it anymore, and I just don't want to do it anymore. Something that just doesn't interest me anymore, and it's something that's just not fun with me anymore. So, I wanted to mention that and say all that kind of stuff about streaming. And like I said, my schedule just doesn't fit in with it either. Maybe I could make it work better with day shift, but hell, if I'm being honest, even if I was on day shift, I feel like I would find like not much fun in it either still. I mean, obviously if I went to day shift, I'd be able to stream for a longer hour for sure on like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but I feel like less fun still out of it than how I'm feeling right now personally, and it's just something I'm not interested in. So yes, RIP the Twitch streams, RIP the streams. I think I am officially done with streaming just permanently. And another thing, I felt like it was a good thing to mention this because I did have a buddy who was like, how much can I pay you for streaming Fears the Fathom or whatever? And this is when I was already like kind of taking my break or whatever, which I told him, I said, I will record it, but I don't think I'll stream it. Because I think I'm officially done with streaming. I think I'm just trying to focus my channel more on recording and editing at this point and uploading stuff, just because it seems like a way more fun thing to me to edit and record stuff than streaming at this point. So yeah. Another thing I want to get into with my content, obviously, and some other things too, is the style of my content. Now, what do I mean by the style? Well, let me talk about this. So, over the time that I have recorded or streamed, I felt like there's been a style I want to do, but I don't know what would be best to do, which is face cam in or out. I know a lot of people might like the face cam idea or anything else. Personally, for me, I would prefer not to have my face cam in it. I don't know what it's been ever since like a while, but I just don't have the comfortability to have my face cam in a lot of shit anymore for some reason, just because, I don't know, I just don't like that style of my own content anymore, really. So it might be a lot more better for me to stream without the face cam. Now, obviously, if you guys wanted to say, you know, you want my face cam still in the recordings and everything else, I completely get that. But personally, for me, I just would rather do no face cam. I just feel like it's a lot better for me, because for one, it's hard for me to make the facial reactions I feel like that I normally do. I mean, the stock 2, I felt like I had really funny moments with my face, but personally, I feel like I find more fun without the face cam, and I don't know why. It's just an uncomfortable thing for me now to have my face cam in a lot of shit. I don't know why it is, and I don't know why I even feel uncomfortable doing it, but it's just, to me, the face cam is just like, I feel like I might take it out. Now, obviously, if you guys want to give me a suggestion in the comments, or you guys want to say anything about what you think I should do with the face cam or not, I'm completely up for that. I completely understand that. Personally, for me, I would just rather shift my content towards no face cam, or if you guys even want with the new, you know, funny donut profile picture, I would not mind to have this in the corner of like my videos when I'm playing games or something, just for the fuck of it. I do not mind to have that as like a funny face cam thing, but I completely understand though if people just want me to keep the face cam or not. But personally, I don't know why, I just feel uncomfortable even doing my face cam now, which it's not that I'm uncomfortable with my face or anything. It's just, I don't know, having people have to look at my face constantly while I'm recording something or playing something, it just makes me uncomfortable now. And I don't know why, it just does. Hell, even when my friends ask me on Discord to turn on my face cam, I prefer not to because I just hate leaving my face cam on. I just hate it. I don't know why, I just don't like having a face cam on all the time or anything. It just makes me feel weird, but I can completely understand if you guys could say what you like or what you don't like. Completely get it. So make sure to leave a comment down below for sure if you guys want to give your opinion about what you think would be better with face cam or no face cam. But I just want to say, just don't be surprised though if there's a change up in content without face cam and with face cam, just because I feel like a lot of times I just don't want to put my face cam in a lot of stuff just because, you know, I just haven't felt comfortable with it. I don't know why, but it's whatever. Now, another thing that's an update for the content, the donut. Now, I know a lot of people are probably wondering, Bara, why the fuck is your profile picture a gosh damn donut when your name is Bara, basically based off of capybaras? And to be honest with you, I really don't fucking know. If I'm gonna be honest, I just thought it was kind of funny to put this as my profile picture just because, well, it's something new or whatever. Now, is that to say the emblem for the Bara logo, is it gone? No, the Bara logo is forever going to stay on this channel. Hell, it's a staple of this channel, so it'll never go away. But I just think the donut shit is just funny to me because I've done a couple of filters or whatever, and I just thought they'd be funny profile pictures. So I just thought, fuck it, let's make it the picture for my channel because, I don't know, I thought it'd be funny. Yeah, that's about it for the donut shit. Now, I know people probably want to know about some of the things in my personal life. So we're going to get into some of the things I mentioned in my first video. There was a couple things I mentioned in my first video that made me want to stop streaming and stop doing content altogether for a minute. And the first thing I want to mention is my mental state and how I feel now in my brain. I would say before I felt like I was in a little bit of a dark place and I felt like it was harder to stream constantly and everything else when I felt like I was going through a very hard time in my mind, trying to figure out what I wanted to do fully with my life and everything else I was going through. I will say now how I am feeling is a lot better. I still go through my down and my up days, but I think I'm feeling a lot better compared to how I felt before. Personally, I feel kind of great now and not like, you know, of course on top of the world, but I'm feeling a lot better to the point where I can record and actually edit stuff and do all that shit. So yeah, I would say I'm feeling pretty good now compared to how I was feeling. So I will give you guys that. I'm feeling a lot better and I hope you guys know that. And for the people who care, like I said, thank you for still sticking around and stuff and everything else. I really appreciate it. So the next thing I want to bring up with the personal life thing was working out and stuff. I know I mentioned something about losing a ton of weight and stuff. Now, have I gotten better with it? No, not really. I mean, I'm starting to get back into it fully again and getting better about it, but before it was a little rough because I still wasn't working out. And I mean, for instance, to reference everything basically, back then, I don't know how long it's been, but way back then when I was 240 pounds, I said I never wanted to be this weight again because I felt uncomfortable in my body. I have a lot of body image issues and I'm not afraid to admit that. I just do. It's hard to kind of have a little bit of, you know, stomach and belly in your body and feel comfortable in your body. It's very hard for me personally. And even looking in the mirror kind of made me uncomfortable sometimes. So it was really hard to be accepting towards my body. Well, I decided to work out and I lost, I think about 30 pounds to 40 pounds. I don't know. I weighed at 205. That's the lowest I got. Well, recently I stopped working out a lot. I would say what happened was I got a tear in my back like a muscle tear in my back, and I had to take a break, you know, obviously to let it heal. And then after that, it just kind of went downhill of how consistent I worked out and stuff. It was really bad to the point where like I wasn't going to the gym a lot, and I was just going back home doing the normal shit where I'd eat a lot and gaining my weight again. So, but I'm getting a lot better about it now. I actually just recently started working out again. I'm going back to the gym a lot more again and trying to get my workout back in. Like I said, I want to not necessarily get super skinny, but I do want to be in shape and try to work on my body. So I've been getting a little bit better with that, and I will admit that I've been trying to get better with that. So we're on the come up. We're on the come up, people. We are on the come up for it. So and yeah, I think that's about everything I can talk about with the personal life and the content stuff. So I think that'll be it for all the stuff. Like I said, for some of the content stuff, if you guys have any questions about the content stuff, I felt like I didn't do a really good job at explaining a lot of it, but for the content stuff though, if you guys have any questions or want to know anything, just let me know. I know I didn't really explain the face cam stuff really well, which I will just say this. I think I'm going to try a couple videos without the face cam, or we can, you know, whichever one. I want to try 2 different variants with the face cam. It's either the donut in the corner of the top left, just as like a funny thing, or just no face cam and see how that works. I want to try that for a couple of videos, and if you guys don't like it, just let me know, and I'll try to include my face cam. As much as I really don't like putting my face cam in a lot of videos, I will put it in and attempt to have content with my face in it more for videos. But that's the best way I can explain. There we go. I made up for the shitty explanation for my face cam. And then, like I said, the streaming stuff, I think I'm just full on done with streaming. I just don't see the point. Now, does that mean I'm not going to be in anyone else's streaming content or anything else? Like, for instance, if any of my friends started streaming again or anything else, no, I'll still attend, like, streaming shit. Now, I know a big thing that got lost with a lot of the streaming stuff, and I know I'm kind of continuing this video longer. I'm sorry. I fucking am stupid and like to continue things that I don't explain. Another thing with the streaming thing, I know a lot of shit was lost with a lot of the streaming stuff, which basically saying I'm letting go of a lot of the stuff. The main thing I will miss for sure is the tournament streams. It's kind of upsetting I'm letting that go, and with a lot of the other streaming stuff, but to be honest, like I said, I just think not streaming is better for me, and I just don't think I can do it again personally. I just can't get into it like I did before, and you know, it's like I said before, I've fallen out of love with it, really. I just can't do it, so, you know. But I've always told my friends, though, if they ever wanted to do a tournament thing or whatever the fuck it is, like they wanted to make a tournament or whatever, I'd be more than welcome to be down for it and maybe even record it and post it for you guys or whatever, saying, like, I attended someone's, you know, tournament as a fun time, or attended one of my friends' tournaments as a fun time, you know what I mean? Like, anything else like that. But personally, do I think I'm going to host my tournament? If I do, it is going to be a rare I do. But, yeah. But anyways, I felt like now I can end the video with explaining everything a better way with all the updates. Like I said, let me know in the comments if you guys have any suggestions, any ideas, or anything else you guys want to talk about with what, you know, what ideas you guys would want me to do or want me to try. Now, I will say this is not me full on coming back to content with this update. This is just me saying what is to come in the future. With that also being said, there will probably not be a consistent upload schedule. I just get too busy with life sometimes to where I can't like record or keep constantly uploading videos. So there might be times, I will warn you, where I post a couple of videos, and then I'm just gone for like 2 to 3 to maybe even 5 months. Like, I will warn you guys that might happen, but you know, at least I will try my best to record some funny things and have some fun, because, you know, gaming's just been really boring lately, and I thought, I could upload some stuff for you guys and have some fun still, so, yeah. But anyways, I think that is now all the things I wanted to explain in this video. So, Yeah, I think that's the best way to end this update video, is with all that being said now. So I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day and night. I know I'm making this in the morning, but I hope you all have a good one, and I hope you all like the ideas and the updates I've thought. Also, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about in my stock 2 video, what you all think about the new edit changes and stuff. I've been trying to change my editing style a little bit to where it's more interactive and more funny or cool or whatever. So let me know what you guys think about my editing style, or what you guys think about how my editing's going. Do you guys like it? Do you guys not? So please let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see any more content where I make whatever, basically, make sure to like, subscribe, and all that kind of fun jazz. But anyways, I will see you all next time. Love you, Bar Gang. I'm out of here. Daddy's gonna go, I don't fucking know, I guess watch the stars or something. But anyways, see you later, Bar Gang.